Well, this story is a doozy. The top prosecutor in Georgia's election interference case against Donald Trump is facing an explosive accusation from one of the co-defendants in the lawsuit. Jonathan Seri is live in Atlanta with the new developments, and this is quite something, Jonathan.
Yeah, it is indeed, Dana. This one co-defendant is fighting his indictment by turning the tables on prosecutors and actually trying to get them disqualified from the case. Michael Roman, a former Trump campaign official, filed the motion this week, alleging that Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis became romantically involved with attorney Nathan Wade prior to appointing him special prosecutor in the case and authorizing payments of more than $650,000 to his law office over the past couple years. DA Willis, according to the motion, has failed to remain independent and impartial in her performance of her official duties because she specifically awarded lucrative contracts to her boyfriend from which she now benefits financially through personal trips, hotel rooms, and the like paid for by Wade. Legal experts disagree on whether the claims against Willis, if proven, would be serious enough to overturn racketeering indictments against Roman, the former president, and 17 co-defendants. Take a listen.
But if there is a substantial conflict found and Judge McAfee thinks that exists, it'll be removed from the Fulton County DA's office in its entirety and tried by another DA's office in the state of Georgia.
The motion also contains invoices from Special Prosecutor Wade billing the Fulton County DA's office for an unspecified 8-hour meeting with White House counsel in May of 2022 and another 8 hours billed as interview with D.C. White House in November of that year. The White House is yet to confirm such meetings took place. The Wall Street Journal reports that Willis has been subpoenaed to testify in Wade's divorce case. Now, neither prosecutor has commented publicly on the motion that was filed this week. The DA's office says it will respond through appropriate court filing.
All right, y'all, we are back with another video, and this one here is coming by Doug. I will leave the original video in the description. And he said, get your popcorn ready for what Fani Willis just did to herself in public. Now, we definitely got to check this one right here out. We know the situation she's in, that her and Nathan Wade went on these expensive trips. We find out that they stayed in the same hotel. It was only one hotel purchase, so that pretty much mean they slept in that hotel together. It's not hard to really figure out. And she been paying this man almost $700,000, paying him more than anybody else in the office. So she basically paying this man to go after Donald Trump, find out Nathan Wade has been to the White House twice, and that she's been there. So right now, and then she's been using taxpayer money to fund this. Like, this right here is just crazy. So that's the reason why I said this Donald Trump case should be thrown out. It should be over with. That's even what Alina Habba said. She said it should be just thrown out. But we're going to dive straight into this. Make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Shout out to everybody showing so much support. Everybody been leaving positive comments in the comment section. I also want to thank everybody who clicked on the video for the very first time. I also want to shout out everybody who always watches the entire video, because when you do that, YouTube will share it so more people can see my reaction, and that right there is where it helps the channel grow. And I appreciate everybody that does that. Please hit that like button so this video can go straight to the algorithm. I really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and dive straight into this, and let's see exactly what just happened again.
Fani Willis is becoming the biggest car wreck in Fulton County, Georgia.
Oh, yeah.
History.
And the Lord did not cause you to stumble into $600,000 of taxpayer money because you sleeping with the dude who's the lead prosecutor.
This is a self-inflicted wound.
Byron Donalds.
Welcome to Doug in Exile. I'm Doug Tenaple. This is where the happy patriots are. And we just keep watching Trump winning just by existing. I'm so glad you guys watched till the end. That really helps this channel, helps my job, helps me want to do more of this research. If you want to see more of these episodes, be sure to subscribe, because I'll get the message loud and clear. Here's the lay of the land in 3 headlines. Well, here's the Associated Press. Could Georgia's Fani Willis be removed from prosecuting Donald Trump?
Should this case be thrown out? It should, because it is clear you have prosecutorial misconduct.
That's a good one. Here's the New York Times. Judge unseals records in divorce case that has entangled Trump prosecutors. Here's the Washington Post opinion. Fani Willis has given Trump an unexpected gift. Trump didn't have to lift a finger. All he had to do was count on the Democrats to appoint someone as corrupt as Fani Willis. Here's Julie Kelly. Lol, Fani Willis is such a rock star attorney that she busted herself in a court filing related to knowledge of the Wade's failed marriage. This is Jocelyn Wade's attorney. Subpoena for Willis's deposition is on hold for now. Here's a first look at Jocelyn Wade's attorney.
The face of her pleading shows that she has unique knowledge with regards to this case. She could have filed a motion for protective order alleging all of the legal grounds for which she would like to not have to sit for a deposition. She believes she's protected, but she didn't stop there. She went further. She asserted in her pleading, her motion for protective order to prevent herself from sitting for a deposition, that she knows the cause of the separation of these people. She knows detailed facts, allegedly, about their relationship. And albeit we'll deal with the falsity of those at a different hearing, that's what she said. She said it in her pleading. So on its face, her argument fails that she does not have unique knowledge with regards to the party's marriage and this situation.
Fani Willis, in her own pleading, admitted to having unique knowledge. Now, you'll see by the end here, her lawyer is going to try to throw Nathan Wade under the bus. They're going to go, hey, don't interview Fani Willis. Go subpoena your information from Nathan Wade. He's got it. That's how loyal this couple is. But my interest really isn't in the soap opera and gossip of the actual relationship. That's what Jocelyn Wade's lawyer's job is to get as much money out of this thing as possible. My interest is only in seeing Fani Willis get taken down by the same legal system she's trying to use against Trump. If you use a corrupt Georgia legal system to go after Trump, I hope the corrupt Georgia legal system destroys you.
However, protective orders should not be awarded when the effect is to frustrate and prevent legitimate discovery. Furthermore, the Georgia Court of Appeals has held that protective orders are intended to be protective, not prohibitive. And that's exactly what DA Willis is seeking to do in this case. She's not seeking protection, she's seeking prohibition of our ability to access facts.
What she's saying is that Fani Willis is not looking for mere protection, but prohibition of the seeking of facts. This is a cover-up by Fani Willis, who ought to be about transparency of the court case, of the law. She keeps talking about there will not be special treatment under the law, but she wants special treatment under the law.
We have the right, regardless of whether or not the grounds for divorce alleged in the petition is that the marriage is irretrievably will be broken, to discover information with regards to adultery. We have questions. I want to know about how he's been spending this money. I have a reason to believe he's spending it on another woman. That's my client's money.
This is where the bizarre thing ends up accidentally benefiting Trump like through the roof. This divorce attorney only has interest in proving how much money Nathan Wade spent on Fani Willis because she's trying to get money for her client, Jocelyn Wade. The more money Jocelyn Wade gets, this lawyer's probably on some kind of a percentage. She gets more money. However, the more money that she gets for her client from Nathan Wade, the more it proves that Nathan Wade and Fani Willis misspent money on themselves and not on the actual Trump case. This isn't like a Democrat where they all have the same goal of just getting Trump.
Right.
This attorney just has a goal of getting her client, Jocelyn Wade, more money, and it destroys Fani Willis and protects Trump.
It says the person seeking the protective order had unique personal knowledge of one or more matters relevant to the subject matter. We know she did. She put it in her pleading. We also know that she did because although she asserted falsehoods in her pleading, we asserted facts in our response. And those facts, even the ones we've just shown, clearly demonstrate that she's got some unique personal knowledge in this case. But more than that, we're not seeking her deposition as the district attorney of Fulton County. We're seeking her deposition in her individual capacity as the alleged paramour of my client's husband. So whatever her job is, has nothing to do with whether or not she should have to sit for this deposition. I'm sure that it's inconvenient. It's inconvenient for all of us.
Think of how inconvenient it is for Trump. So Fani Willis can't use inconvenience as an excuse. Trump is trying to run for president, and you don't care about how much it inconveniences him or America.
Right.
She stated unequivocally, DA Willis stated, if we pursue this subpoena, we are obstructing justice.
Yeah, you know, Ms. Hastings, that's why I told Mr. Axon to stay away from that.
Got it.
Got it. Stay away from that, Fani, you fraud. She's trying to say.
See, that's the thing right there. Jocelyn Wade, her attorney, like, she ain't playing around. She ain't playing around. She want to know how much money did this man spend on Fani Willis. And remember, Fani Willis then gave this man all this money, almost $700,000. Y'all hear me? Almost $700,000. And Jocelyn Wade wants some of that money. You telling me you just up and just left your wife, go with Fani Willis, y'all go to Miami, San Francisco, going on all these expensive trips, hotels, eating, I mean, all type of stuff. And this woman want her money. Jocelyn Wade wants her money, and her lawyer ain't playing around. She ain't playing around. We all know how corrupt Fani Willis is. Now she trying to make it seem like, oh, we ain't worried about that right now. Right now, I'm trying to take care of the Donald Trump case. No, forget that, because it shouldn't even be a case with Donald Trump. You shouldn't even be going after Donald Trump. You going after Trump because you don't like him. You don't even have a reason to go after this man. You just don't like him. You just another Jack Smith and Letitia James. You just another one of them that just want to go after Donald Trump for no reason, all because you don't like him. Ain't nothing but a political witch hunt. Just because you don't like the man. So what Fani Willis is trying to do is trying to put this to the side. And then what really pissed me off, what I said in my last video, that this woman ran to a church and tried to put God in it. I mean, who does that? Who runs to a church? I mean, when I first seen it, I'm like, she ran to a church to try to talk about Donald Trump and talk about politics and try to say that people on Donald Trump's side is racist. I'm like, what? That right there was just crazy to me, that this woman would go to a church and bring up politics and try to pull the race card about why they going after Nathan Wade. What you mean, why they going after Nathan Wade? Even Nathan Wade's own wife is going after him. She's black, so what's your comment for that? Quit trying to pull the race card all the time, man.
Say that them pursuing a divorce case is an obstruction of justice. This exposes her. She's going to have to step down, recuse herself, or get impeached. This girl's going down.
Yep.
We have a little more on that.
She is in a long line of politicians who are trying to essentially take advantage of Trump to build their name ID. And she was also trying to get money in the process.
Judge in Trump prosecutor's divorce case cuts off Fani Willis's lawyer during hearing. Let me interrupt you, he says. So that was Jocelyn Wade's attorney. Here's Fani Willis's lawyer. Again, bad sound, but I put some clips together here where the judge just steps in and shuts him down.
Is that she's dealing with, over in Fulton County, the election interference case involving former President Trump.
Well, I tell you what, Mr. Axon, let me interrupt you. Let me ask you just to focus on the part of the law that says the proposed opponent lacks unique personal knowledge of any matter that's relevant. Are you saying that your client lacks unique personal knowledge that could not be discovered some other way?
I would argue that she does, that the knowledge that she may or may not have is not unique. You've got two parties in the case, one who is alleged to have some extramarital affair with Ms. Willis. If that is the case, if that is true, he has that information.
I don't know if you caught that at the very end there, but he's saying there's two in this affair, Fani Willis and Nathan Wade. And Nathan Wade would have the information you're looking for. So go subpoena and interview him.
That's pretty much exactly what he said, Doug, because I caught that. He pretty much just threw Nathan Wade under the bus. I caught that too. Wow.
That's Fani Willis's lawyer just threw Nathan Wade under the bus. How's that feel? Now here's my old pal George Behizzy on Twitter breaking: the Georgia State Senate will authorize a special committee to investigate Fani Willis for criminal misconduct and corruption. She's getting hit by their Senate. That's the resolution document. Let's read a few paragraphs here together. Creating the Senate Special Committee on Investigations to provide for the issuance of compulsory process to secure the attendance of witnesses or the production of documents and materials and for other purposes. Whereas it has come to the attention of Georgia Senate through public reports and court filings about Fani Willis, district attorney for the Atlanta Judicial Circuit, which comprises Fulton County, has been accused of various forms of misconduct relating to the prosecution of cases related to the 2020 presidential election. And whereas such relationship, if proven to exist, would constitute a clear conflict of interest and a fraud upon the taxpayers of Fulton County and state of Georgia, established grounds for District Attorney Fani Willis's recusal from further involvement in the prosecution, potentially delaying it indefinitely, and requiring the appointment of a special prosecutor at public expense, and subject District Attorney Fani Willis and potentially others to discipline by the State Bar of Georgia and other entities. They could get her disbarred. She could get prosecuted. This is good news. Now, I don't trust the actual Georgia Senate. I don't trust politicians. So I don't trust Kemp. I don't trust their AG.
That Brian Kemp, the governor of Georgia, and Chris Carr, the attorney general, need to do their damn jobs and order a criminal probe here.
I don't trust Raffensperger. I don't trust these people. I'm not saying they're corrupt. I'm saying the way they act smells really funny to me. Too much politicians getting in bed with big corporations and weirdos for them to look clean. And Kemp, you should live your life beyond reproach. You should know better being a Christian. Getting on to this Fani Willis case, I just want to give you the big picture. When all 4 of these indictments came down on Trump, all these different cases, Alvin Bragg, the J6, Fani Willis, Fani Willis's case was seen as the strongest. It was seen as the best going. Look,
and now it just kind of turned over on her, because you got to look at it. You've been putting all this bad apple on Donald Trump, trying to get him prosecuted and stuff because you don't like him and you just want to put something on there to see if you can get a judge to agree with you, then come back. And then it goes back to, like, how long have they been doing this? Even though they just got caught, they could have been doing this for a long time. And Nathan Wade's wife probably just didn't know about it, allegedly. She probably didn't even know. And they just got caught. Now she looked really bad, because if she get thrown out of this case is over. This case is done. Over with. And we could just move on and hope the rest of these other cases get thrown out. Because they are scared right now.
This is in a state, so he can't dismiss himself, because you can't have the presidency override the state. So even though he can get dismissed in all the other cases, January 6th, Mar-a-Lago, this one he can't escape. And so this is the strongest one. Well, now all of the press has completely changed that. They're going, look, the J6 one with Chutkin and Jack Smith, that's the strongest one. This case over here in Fulton County, Georgia, is compromised. And now the weakest, because of Fani Willis made a self-inflicted wound.
You knowingly did it and you got caught. She should be removed. She should be disbarred.
I'm Doug in exile.
Shout out to Doug, man, and Byron Donalds as well, man. Byron Donalds be doing a good job as well. Shout out to him. Obviously, y'all heard what I have to say about all of this. Fani Willis is going down. She embarrassed herself. Even her lawyer then threw Nathan Wade up under the bus. We all seen it. So salute to Doug. Another great video. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.